Hi guys, we're at pattern-collections.com. To do today's pattern, we're going to go to Pattern Focus, scroll down to the bottom underneath all of the chakras, and we're going to do this one because I haven't done a grid pattern in quite some time. So we're going to do Swirl and Tie. So the first step is to make yourself a grid. Simple. On in every 4 squares, this is what you're going to do. On 2 of them, you're going to make a curve like this on the diagonal. And then in the other 2 squares, you're going to make a swirl. One going from this way and one coming from that way. Okay? And then in the middle here, we're going to do a little curve like that, and this little curve right there. And that's it. That's the entire pattern. You can then embellish however you want. I like the way she's done it right here. But we can just play with it. I think I'm going to draw it with a pencil grid, and I'm going to erase the grid, I think. But I'm going to start with a pencil grid because I'm not 100% sure I want to see the grid. So let me do a page, what size? And we're working with spring here. Let's do a pink. That's a nice spring color. Come out. Okay, let's give ourselves a border. I'm just going to give myself a 1/2 inch all the way around. I don't know if this is evenly spaced piece of paper. Let me look. Does it come out even? Yes, it does. Look at there. So we can make marks every 1/2 inch. Make it nice and square. And then every 1/2 inch, we're just going to make a little line. Just like that. Told you we're getting new neighbors. I am hoping that the new neighbors do not have a passel of barking dogs like the current ones do. That would be nice. That's what I'm praying for, is that I didn't do something right. They're all crooked. What the heck? What happened? How did I get crooked? Or is my paper just not straight? That's a possibility. Oh, that's not good. Let's just do it eyeballed. Okay, we're just going to eyeball our pencil grid because that was not pretty. About half. I don't mind my pencil grid when I'm crooked, just eyeballing it, but yeah, that's not good. Okay. Is this even? Oh, that's not. Okay, so let's do about every 1/2 inch, but not exactly. Okay. So somewhere in there, and somewhere near here, and somewhere near here. I'm a little, not only am I not straight, I'm a little curved as well. That's okay. let's start. So on every 4 squares, 2 of them get this and this. And then that and that. I'm just going to draw all of this shape first. I hear an airplane. Not a commercial airplane, a little Cessna or something. Okay, that's good. Now, this one, these swirls are going to start in this corner and work their way around that way. Like that. And then these ones go the other way. So I'm going to do all of this shape one first. So I'm still going in the same direction. How's my battery doing? I forgot to change batteries. This one may end up here. Okay, so far so good. Now we want to go the other way, or we want to turn our page. Yes. So now we can do the same swirl, just turn upside down. Right? Something doesn't look right, and I don't know what. Should be that. Oh, they don't start up there. Oh well, too late. That's where I started them. That's why they don't match the step out. Okay, if you want them to match the step out exactly, don't start your swirl here. Start your swirl down here. But I'm okay with it connecting like that. Okay, and then we do this and this. that. And this, for some reason, needs a spot. I don't know why I need that spot. I'm not going to put that spot. I'm going to leave it just like that. And then what I'm going to do, so that's basically it. What I'm going to do to embellish is I'm actually going to use my bigger pen. And I'm going to connect, well, first I'm going to make a border. And then I'm going to go ahead and connect these. I don't know why I didn't connect them in the first place. Should have. I'll just fill in if I missed a gap. And then there's a couple of these that I didn't connect, so I'm going to go ahead and connect these. Those look good. And then I'm going to erase all my guidelines, because see, it looks totally different if you don't have the cross pieces in there. So depending on whether you make a pencil grid or an ink grid will make a big difference as to how your pattern looks. So I've done it just with a pencil grid. I like it like that. What is this one called? This one is called Swirl and Tie. Do I want it this way? I think I do. Swirl and tie. And then I'm gonna embellish. I have to decide how I'm gonna embellish. You know what actually I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another swirl right in here. And then I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to go the other direction. We're going to have lots of swirl. And then I think I may need a little more line weight variation, but we'll come back to that. Okay. I actually like how that has turned out. Now I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my pen in between my 07 that I used for this and the 02 that I used for these. Let me grab my 05 and I'm going to put like stripes coming, following this curve. Oh, let's do that. There was a reason, see? There was a reason that they did this shape that I didn't do yet. Oh, but that was on the other one. I don't know. I'm going to make that shape. Because I want to come this direction and I want to stay outside of that. Okay, and then the same for these edges. Right? Yeah. I can see why they did that. Okay. Alrighty. Does that make sense now? Don't know. But that's what I'm doing. Oop, I missed one. I'm just starting on one side and then the other. That stripe, I don't know if I'm going to fill it all the way in or if I'm just going to go once. Haven't decided yet. But I like where this is going. I have the most fun and I enjoy myself more when I play rather than follow the exact instructions on a pattern. Playing with pattern is so much more fun for me. So you see that I started with the base and now I'm just doing my own thing with it. And it's unique, not like anybody else's. Oop, there's another one that I missed the little curve. Whoops, the wrong size. didn't do a curve this way. I missed a curve that way. Now, step back and decide, do I need more? Do I need less? Does it need something? It does need something. I think I'm going to keep going with those curves. Let's do another row. We're just going to fill in. And I think I'm going to fill in this spot all the way. Like that. I like that. Okay. That's the plan. Fill in this bit. On all of them. Like that. Yes. Very happy with that. This needs to be filled in. And this one. And this one. How's it going? We're going good. No blinking battery light yet. So, I need to do a question. If you could resolve any single dispute anywhere in the world, what would you solve? Oh my. Right at this moment, it would be conflict in Myanmar, or Burma, whichever way you want to call it. I've already said that in a previous video. Question was different, but the answer is the same. I think the question before was which government would you want to overthrow? Yeah, what's happening to the people in that country is just it's horrific. There are other countries that are probably just as horrific, that the people are suffering just as much. Just this one is on my radar because I have friends who are from that country and whose families are being directly affected, and they're on my prayer list, so they're in my mind. I imagine if I had friends from other countries, those conflicts would also be in my mind. So don't at me if I don't say the conflict from your country. It's not that I don't care. Could be that I'm just unaware. And it could be that, well, I know it is, that this particular conflict just happens to be in the forefront of my mind because of my friends. Next, if you could be a contestant on any game show, which would you like to be on? Well, I really wouldn't want to be on a game show, but if I had to choose one, something easy, like The Price is Right, because for the most part, it's just guessing unless you happen to be just a really rad shopper and you know a lot about different types of items. For the most part, you're just making a wild guess, an educated guess, but a wild guess. That's fine with me. I'm a little too understated, though, to ever have gotten on, because, you know, that particular game show, you have to be super loud, boisterous, energetic. It's just not really me. So I'm more of a probably demographic of a Jeopardy contestant, but I'm unable to answer the questions enough that I wouldn't never make it. Okay, I like how that turned out. I think I want to just put a little highlighting on there with my white colored pencil, if I can find it. There it is. Give myself a little zip with the pencil sharpener. And I'm just going to highlight these little swirls. Give them a bit of something. This is just a white color pencil, nothing fancy. This particular one happens to be a Faber-Castell, but whatever white color pencil you have will work. You can't really see it though. I can see it, but for some reason I look up on the camera and you can't really see it. Well, that's sad. I may have to come back with a gel pen then. But since I started, I need to continue, because remember, a one-off is a mistake, and done every place is a pattern. So once you start something, just keep on going, even if it's something you don't like, because by the time you get to the end, it has become a pattern, okay? All right. not overly happy with that. Although it's better on camera. I don't know. I don't know. I think I want, to be honest, I think I want just a slight bit of a blush pink. I want a different color pink here. In my swirls. Something like that. Yeah, that's better. Just needed a little more contrast than what it had. And I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it. I didn't really want, on this particular one, I didn't really want graphite. So I'm trying to figure out how to make just a slightest bit more contrast. It just needs a little bit darker in the background. That's all. And we'll just run our little pen marker. This doesn't have a color. These are these type of brush pens. They're a water-based pen. Not my favorite pens, but they do. They work fine. The tip is too soft for precision coloring, so it's not a very good. And the cap, what comes out of here doesn't match what comes out of the ink doesn't match the barrel. So this should be kind of a purple color, and it's a bright pink. So that bothers me with this particular brand of marker. Okay, that's better. That's more like what I wanted. The white is highlighting and the other is in the dark, and I'm good with that. All right, you guys have a great day. I will be back sometime. I haven't decided what we're going to do for the month of June yet, because we don't have patterns yet for, I'm done with March patterns, and we don't have April patterns yet because I'm drawing this in the middle of March. So I don't really want to wait 2 more weeks to decide on where to go. So I'm just going to have to think about it. I'm going to have to think about my own ideas for June and come up with some designs, some patterns that I want to use. I'm not too sure where I want to go. So you guys, if you have any thoughts, I was going to say put them in the comments section, but by then it will be too late because it will be 2 months from now. So, yeah. I just have some thinking to do. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.